Once again, we have a shoe which was managed to be picked up from a retailer before the actual release date. This is a very, very special shoe. If you don't know, this is none other than the Jordan 4 White Cement. A shoe which has been heavily desired for many people for much time now. In this classic colorway, close to the original as possible. There's so much you can't go wrong with this shoe. Actually, there's probably one or two things which we'll probably touch on upon. Okay, look, first of all, this shoe has been re-released, of course. I think the last release, quote me if I'm wrong here, was 2012. So we haven't seen this shoe come out in a while. Even so, the last release that came out was not in the original silhouette of the shoe. It was a completely different design, a bit more slightly more low top. The shape was different, but now they have gone for as close to the original as possible. So this is pretty much as close as you can get to the original 86 pair, which is insane to add to the collection. But however, that does come with its own discrepancies. But before we get to the negatives, let's touch upon the positives. A clean colorway. Very nice looking shoe, no doubt. One that you really want to rock for the summer. You got black, you got grey, you got white. You can't go wrong with something like this at all. And the fact that it's come out after so long and a lot of people have wanted the original, it's just no brainer. Now let's talk about some other viewpoints. First of all, overall, as quality goes, it definitely feels different from the last one. And what I mean by that is the leather. I think they've used a different leather. It feels more, I don't know, plasticky, synthetic-y, is that even a word? And one thing that becomes more noticeable with that is that right there, this kind of widow's peak. Tell me that's not weird. Why is that happening? And that's all because of the leather they've used. And that's actually appearing on both of the shoes and pretty much on every single pair that people purchase. I don't know why. It's frustrating to say the least. But apart from that, nothing really too crazy. Apart from this bit of red that's coming out on the stitching there on the tongue, not noticeable from a distance, but aside from that, it's fine. No major glue stains or any major defects, which usually tend to be the case for most releases. So apart from that little bit that's sticking out on the leather, on the toe box, I think it's a very clean overall shoe. Retail on this is 180, by the way. And when I went to get it at Foot Patrol, it was £200. Like, even retailers are reselling. What's going on? Like, I know I did get this before the actual release date. I think I picked it up like 4 days before it was meant to come out. So am I really paying for exclusivity? Am I paying to get a shoe before it comes out? I don't think so. Why are they charging me more? It's just not fair. But nevertheless, with that even said, these weren't even a hard cop. Like, if you logged onto the sneakers app, it was pretty much easy to cop your size. And I still think that this is even sitting in some retailers in some particular sizing. And even if it's not, to get your size, most likely it's probably like 20, even £30 over retail. So nothing too crazy. But I don't think there's anything bad to even mention much about these shoes apart from the points that I've just said. I mean, even the back, if you just have a look at the speckling, that's pretty much as true to the original as possible. It's got a load more speckling from the previous release. And of course, the shape, as mentioned, this is more to the original shape. The last one that came out was a bit more lower cut, so this is definitely a good thing. But with that said, how are they on feet? I mean, overall, I can't really complain. They fit true to size, so definitely go for your standard Jordan 4 sizing when it comes to these. They feel comfortable as any normal Jordan 4 does. A very nice staple colorway for the summer. Very easy to dress. You got black, you got grey, you got white. You can't really go wrong with dressing this shoe up. Very, very easy to do so. However, one thing I'll probably say is just because of the new materials they've used, there is a slight more room in the toe box. I'm traditionally a 9, but I usually go for a 9.5 because I like more space in the front of the toe box. But because of this new style, I feel like there's an over amount of space. Nothing too crazy, but if you do want kind of a more tighter feel, it may just worth be going a half size down. But there we have it, the Jordan 4 White Cement. Let me know what you lot think of this shoe. I think this is a very clean shoe. Did you manage to pick one up? Are you not really feeling it, or are you still holding on to your previous pair? Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, of course, and I guess I'll catch you lot in my next one.